Hello Cancer, it's your friend and Messenger Kay here with your July messages. Now, happy birthday you guys. Let me know what date your birthday is and I'll give a special shout out to you. Right, so this month I've decided to go with a different spread. I need you to tell me if you like this, see how we get on. So let's connect with the divine. Divine, for my lovely birthday babies, Cancer, what messages do you have for their greatest and highest good? Okay, Cancer, we are going to start off with this month's affirmation. This is something that's going to be the overarching energy for your birthday month. So it says rocks the foundation. Let's go in and have a look what it says. It says, whenever I feel unmoored, I will return to the parts of my life that give me stability and strength to find my foundation. Wow. Okay, so you have rocks and we've got all our crystals out as well. Cancer, this is about you forming new foundations, a solid foundation that you're in the process of building, or you are creating something new. The point of that affirmation is that when your foundation is feeling a little bit wobbly, you're having that wobble moments, you can turn to this affirmation and reaffirm to the universe that you are not to be messed around with. You have a solid foundation. Because remember, with affirmations, we don't say I'm going to have, right? If you are saying I'm going to have, then you are going to have for a very long time. You haven't got, right? So we are using this affirmation to say whenever I feel unmoored, I'm going to return to the parts of my life that give me stability. So when things are rocky, this is what you need to confirm. Okay. Divine, what angel, what archangel is going to be with Cancer for the month of July? Who can they reach out to and who is looking out for them? Mind, body and soul. Just the one card, please. Which angel are you most connected to, Cancer? Amethyst. Again, crystals, rock. The Archangel Amethyst, look, it's talking about a metamorphosis. And it's saying, for the month of July, you are in a vortex of deep transformation. Surrender to the process that's unfolding. So, if things have been on the rocks, if things have been slightly wobbly, you know it, Cancer. You know you are a solid foundation builder. You know you can do this. There is a metamorphosis coming in your direction where I feel like you're changing. Yeah, you're changing from that person who used to be, who used to feel that wobble, right? Are you with me? You understand what I'm saying? Anytime something would go a little bit, you know, not so good, it would make you wobble. Not anymore. That stability, that foundation, I feel like there has been a change in you. You may have had a change of career. You may have had a change in just your thoughts, you know, your thought processes. And you're saying, you know what, I can deal with this. Even if I can see things are a little bit wobbly, I can make my foundation stable. I can make myself stable. And I can get all these energies that are around me, using your angels, using your crystals. I don't know, Gemini. Have you invested in a crystal recently? Okay, just know this, that if you have, that's going to bring you great positivity. Yeah, a huge heap of strength. So you have Archangel Amethyst there for you. Should you need to tune in, should you need a chat, available for you exclusively. Cancer, Sun, Moon and Rising. So along with Amethyst, let's see. What sacred symbol does Cancer have? You're not a pushover, Cancer. Yes, you are emotional like the Pisces, us water signs. We all are, aren't we? But you're definitely not a pushover. You're going to get this sorted and you're going to do it yourself. Look, you also have soulmate coming in. Let's see, what is this about? Now, do not confuse this. Soulmate or soulmates, what we're talking about is not always a lover or a husband or a wife or whatever. We are talking about soul connections, those that make our heart happy. Okay, so let's have a look. What is this? It's saying a significant partnership, a soul connection, and the meeting of kindred spirits. Drawing this card means that you have met a soul-connected relationship. While this can indicate a romance connection, it can also signify any relationship meant to work together on a soul level. This partnership is special. Learn from each other, be good to each other, and be in gratitude for the connection. Even our perceived adversaries are profound soulmate connections. But meditate on this symbol when you want to connect on a deeper soul level with friends, family, or companions. This can also be used to call in a soulmate relationship. And this symbol, should you choose to draw it or pause the video and just keep a screenshot of it, it's called Anam Cara, and it is an old Gaelic term for soul friend. Now, I don't know about you, Cancer. If your friend Kay here, I have a group of ladies, and we met quite some time ago, right? And we call ourselves soul sisters, right? We feel like there is a connection there where we can just use each other as soundboards. We're all on the same page. And on the days when we're not on the same page, we still understand each other, right? We're there for one another. We care for one another. Okay? And when the ish hits the fan, we're there, right? We take responsibility for our friendships. If one of us doesn't turn up or hasn't been heard from in the last few hours, no, not hours. You know, if someone's been quiet for a day or two and we've not been messaging and checking in on each other, then we're all on high alert. Where are they? Are they safe? Are they okay? That kind of soul connection is what I'm talking about. People that love and care for one another for no reason whatsoever other than that they do. Okay? And this is what is coming in for you, Cancer. Soul connections, like-minded people, people who care about you, that kind of a connection. This could be at work, this could be in any walk of your life, but you are going to be surrounded, and it's going to start from the month of July, when you are actually surrounded by people that are connected to you. People that are useful and helpful, not those that are just, you know, there to eat your food and drink your drinks. No, they're there for you, right? So good news on that front. Right, Cancer. Let's draw you an angel card. So these cards, or the numbers on these cards, these angel numbers, will let you know that you are in the right place at the right time. You may see it in your car, on your watch, anywhere, everywhere, through the month of July. It's also there for guidance. Divine, what angel number should Cancer be looking out for? 1011. And it's saying, take action, hope, new beginning, fresh start, lifestyle, purpose, spiritual awakening. This is a call to action, to move forward. The sooner you get going, the sooner you will accomplish what you're set out to do. Those with patience will eventually reap the rewards of their perseverance. Okay? Those with patience will eventually reap the rewards of perseverance. Look out for 1011. Gemini, whatever it is that is going on in your current situation, yeah? Don't do things in haste. Don't do things really, really quickly. Okay? This is about purpose, right? Where you're taking action. It may even be some kind of premeditated action, something that you've been planning all along, but you've been like, when the dust settles, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to study more, or I'm going to learn about spirituality. I'm going to learn about how do we connect with our angels. I'm going to leave this job, you know, that kind of stuff. But you've been hanging on in there, right? And you were right to do so, Cancer, because you don't want to jump ship, yeah, before it's time, right? So this is what it's saying. And these like-minded people are going to help you take that action. I feel like these people are what you've been waiting for, that encouragement, that boost to say, do you know what? Do it will help you. And they're going to help you and guide you into taking that action to get that solid foundation that you need. Because we don't want a wobbly Cancer, do we? We don't want you to be all wobbly. We want you to be solid. We want you to be firm, grounded, and know what action you're taking for whatever this situation in your life is, whether it's a breakup, whether it's a new job, whatever, doesn't matter. Take what resonates, bin the rest. You hear me say it all the time, right? We all live different lives. So however this resonates with you, just know, I'm not saying help is coming, because Cancer, you don't need anybody's help. You have that get up and go where you can do it yourself. Help is not what you need. It's this. Soulmates, soul connections, yeah? The encouragement. There's somebody to give you the pat on the back, the recognition for all of the ish that you do, yeah? Okay, they're coming. They know you do it. They care about you. They will give you that pat on the back, okay? And the encouragement that you need. Right. Okay, Cancer, let's go in and have a look. This this birthday, this month, it is bringing you in new beginnings, right? A new you, new lifestyle, new beginning, and a new purpose. There's also that spiritual awakening. Right, Divine, for each week of the month, please could we have the tarot? Look at you, Gemini. For your first week, you have the 9 of Swords and you have the 6 of Wands. Why am I giggling? Because I just told you, Cancer, you don't need help, right? You are fantastic as you are, and you can do it, and you know you can, and deep down you've known all along, but you've been just putting up with it, whatever it is that is causing you the stress and anxiety, right? This new foundation, this inner strength that you're building up. Look what you're getting. You're getting the celebration. You're getting that victory. You are overcoming, right? You are going to start feeling it in the first week of July. You don't care enough anymore to have those sleepless nights. Yeah, you've got to care to be in that energy where you're losing sleep over it. You're not, are you, Cancer? You're saying, I've had enough of this sleepless nights. I'm getting bags under my eyes. I've got dark circles. I don't want to worry about this anymore. I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to make myself, my foundation, so solid that there is no room for sleepless nights. I'm meditating. I'm having this spiritual awakening. I'm using the tools and the skills that I have to get that good night's sleep, because guess what? I'm going to work tomorrow and I've got to be at my best. And that attitude, Cancer, that attitude of yours, that is the get up and go that you have, right? That, instead of spreading it out to other people, spreading that love, caring about everything, caring about everyone, that emotional burden, not anymore, right? You're loving you. And guess what? When you put that out into the universe, you know that law of attraction, if you love you will find that everybody around you loves you too, right? First week of July is making all the difference in your life, Cancer, where you're just getting on with it. You're not waiting. You're not that damsel in distress. You can deal with it. Look, week 2, Queen of Pentacles. I've got a feeling that you're doing something here that is making you financially much more better off than you have ever been, right? You're sat here as the Queen of Pentacles. During the second week of July, there's something coming in, a realization that actually I have money, I have abundance, I can look out for me. I am building my my solid foundation. I'm putting some money away. I am feeling less stressed about money, right? I don't know what this is coming in. I don't know if you are starting a new job where the finances are going to start to flow. And the confidence that this finance, this abundance is going to give you, you are going to feel that solid foundation, that feeling of achievement, that feeling of, you know what, I've sorted this. That feeling. Week 2. Week 2 is about your finances, okay? And it's good news about your finances. For the longest time ever, I feel like your finances are finally getting in control because you are in control of them, right? You heard it here first, Cancer. You've got a flow of abundance and money coming in, which is always good news. Look at this. This 5 of Pentacles, right? You've got the Queen of Wands. Things could have been quite hard, yeah? You may have been supporting others around you, guiding them, not even guiding them. I think you were financially helping other people. And for whatever reason, I don't know if they are also finding jobs or they've got their stuff sorted or whatever it is. Those people that you're helping, right, they're no longer going to need your help. And because they no longer need your help, because you feel like you no longer need to 100% be fixated and focused on their worries and their problems, this is going to help you, right? Because you're no longer focusing on giving, right? You're actually holding on to it. See how she's holding that coin in her hand? And it's very admirable. Don't get me wrong. It's beautiful when one person is able to help other people, whether this is friends, partners, children, whatever it is, right? Fantastic. Hats off to those that can afford to do that. But for whatever reason, it feels like they're getting their stuff sorted as well. So you are there in that queen energy, right? Where you're actually looking at what you actually have left over now. You're holding on to it. You're building a new foundation for yourself. Oh, perhaps you're getting loads of birthday money coming. Who knows? Who knows, Cancer? Let's go on. I did ask for one card for each of the weeks, but as it is the divine, it's doing what it likes. Here you are in that high priestess energy. Do you know what, Cancer? It looks like you've got your stuff sorted. You're no longer stressed about it, but you're not showing off. You're keeping it quiet, right? And this is where that planning, that premeditation is coming into it. You're not showing off because perhaps in the past where you've mentioned, do you know what? I've got my time, I've got money, I've got this, I'm all sorted, I'm fabulous, right? And then you see the energy vampires coming in, the leeches coming in, right? And because you are full of, you're a water sign, right? You're an empath. You cannot help helping people, right? Remember this, Cancer, right? You can help and you can give somebody as much money as you want, but unless they have that want, right, to sort their stuff out for themselves, right, you're always going to be in that giving energy. So I feel like this is a lesson learned, right? This is what I talk about when I say breaking a karmic tie. So if for the longest time ever, right, you have been the provider, the giver, whatever, now that these pentacles are sorted, right, and you're seeing, right, because I know you wouldn't be able to do it otherwise if you saw that they were in some kind of abandonment or they were, falling on rough times. You don't have it in your heart, right? I don't either. I'm not that person. I am a sucker for violins. Somebody comes to me with their violins out. I want to help. It's almost like I can't help it. But I think because you are able to see the abundance that's around you, but also that these others that may have been taking that energy, right? Not in a bad way, but just because they needed the help, I see you here in the high priestess energy. Yeah, this is Pisces energy. This is you staying quiet about how much you have actually sorted because right? You're going to have to start dipping into it once you mention it, right? So I feel like you're helping them in different ways now. The financial help is not required from you anymore. You're staying quiet about that. But I think intuitively, you sat back waiting for them to come to you for help, and then you're offering them wise words of support, not the coins. Yeah? This is wise words. So, this is the energy that's coming in week 3, where you've got your stuff sorted and now you're helping and supporting when you can, not going out your way. You're helping and supporting when you can. And in week 4, here you are as the magician. Yeah? This is as above, so below. Ask and you shall receive. And this, along with the energy of the high priestess, where you're thinking about your moves. I think earlier on I said to you, don't jump into things. Don't jump the gun. Don't be too quick to offer your help, right? And put your hand in your pocket and go, here's a £5, that will sort your meal out for today. This is you thinking about what it is that you need to say to them and what support you actually need to give them. It's your words of advice, right? And instead, I see you focusing on yourself. The magician is the alchemist. He's taking little bits and creating something new. And I feel like this is what energy you have. You are using those things that are around you, your job, your friends, your family, your happy times, right? You're using all that energy to conjure up something new for yourself. something that's more solid, something that's more reliable, and something that's more you. And this is something that you've not been able to do before. You've never been in that position where you're actually able to sort yourself out, because guess what, Cancer? You've been sorting out everybody else around you, haven't you? It's time for you. Your time is now. Okay, you heard it here first, Cancer. July brings in a new, solid, grounded, happier you. Financially savvy, happy, and surrounded by like-minded people. Right. For Cancer, mind, body, and soul. Let's have the clarifiers. We're not having sleepless nights. We're out on a mission. We're going to be victorious. What can you tell us about this divine Seven of Wands, right? There may be people around you going, yeah, but this is your responsibility. You need to do this. You need to... And look at the magic you. You're saying, be gone. Don't tell me what to do. I hear you saying that, Cancer. Don't tell me what to do. Kay says, I am the captain of my ship. I will guide this to wherever I want. So, those people that were in your ear before, you're replacing those negative, no, you've got to do this and you've got to do that. You're replacing all that with like-minded people who are giving you the courage, the energy. They are giving you those sound words, that advice, so that you become more solid, yeah? More focused on your victories rather than helping everybody else. Let's go on. Seven of Wands, and what else have you got? You've got the Hermit. You've got the High Priestess there in week 3, and I think you're going to start in week 1 with the Hermit. This is Virgo energy. This is you in that quiet space, doing things that you like doing. Things that will silence your mind, silence those thoughts, those sleepless nights, and you're saying, I'm not having them. I'm not having those sleepless nights. I'm not having those pointless conversations and arguments. I am finding my inner peace, right? You go, Cancer. You go find your inner peace, because you know what? It's going to lead you to stability. It's going to lead you to better mental health. It's going to lead you to better finances. So you're on to a winner. Okay. Cancer in Queen of Pentacles energy. 3 of Wands. You've been waiting a long time. It's been a long time coming. This, everybody around you needs your help. You need to do it. It's your responsibility. This break, this whatever it is that's coming up, this money, extra money that's coming in, this abundance, this inner peace. You've been waiting for it for a long time, Cancer. But now is your time. What are we going to do with this 3 of Wands? Ah, look. You have this worry, yeah, in your mind about what other people will say, what other people will do. And it's all about taking actions that don't offend other people, right? But do you know what? This lot, they're a bunch of people. Cancer, this bunch, regardless of what you do, they're still not going to be happy, right? That's just who they are. It's somehow, it's not just you. They do that with each other. They do that with anyone, everyone. Gossip, moan, do all of this. They're not going to change. But you are, right? Because you're no longer going to worry about what they're saying. And these people, these energies, whether it's friends, families, colleagues, friends, whoever this is, right? It's been a long time coming, and I see you casting that spell. Stay away, right? Because you're breaking your karmic ties with this negativity. I tell you what, Cancer, what's going to happen is, what you're going to see is these people that used to be like, oh, well, you need to do this and you need to do that, and oh, this is your responsibility. You've got this could be managers, this could be anyone, right? Telling you what to do, right? You break out, you get your victory, you've got your money, you've got yourself sorted, and now what they're going to do? They're still going to talk behind your back. Look at Cancer. See how she's doing. Look at Cancer. See how well he's getting on. That's their nature. That's who they are. And this, with the High Priestess, this is what has been revealed to you. These people have no purpose in your life. If they've got to be in your life, like if they're your everyday, yeah, they're your family, they're your work people, they're your managers, they've got to be there, right? There's nothing you can do to take that away. However, they're not in your thoughts with that Nine of Swords. They're not affecting you. And quite frankly, my dear, I don't think you give a damn anymore. And that is what's going to keep them gossiping. Look at Cancer. She doesn't care anymore. Do you know what? Don't care, Cancer, because that is good for you. For you to not care. And I think you're going to be brave enough and bold enough to say, I'm replacing this with like-minded people. These are not my people and it's not my situation. I don't want them anymore. High Priestess. Let's have a look. Why is the High Priestess there? No longer holding on. You've changed. You've changed, Cancer. I don't know what this birthday's doing to you, but you have changed. Metamorphosis. There you go. You are changing. And you're not going to hold on to these people, because very quickly you're going to realise the effects of what not having these people up in your thoughts does for you. And it's going to do you wonders. It's absolutely great for you. What do you have? Look, the Devil in reverse, right? These people are not going to be able to touch you anymore. In your silence, in your not retaliating, you're not sending them nasty messages, you're not even telling them to go away. You're showing them there's nothing that they can do to tempt you back in, right? You don't want to be part of that circle anymore. You don't want to be doing all of this, right? The Cancer of the past stays in the past, right? This is a release, right? The Devil energy, when it's upright like this is about codependency, right? This is about addictions. This is about being stuck, being stagnant, right? Being tied to something. Not anymore. Not with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. The letting go and the freedom. And it's all because you've changed your attitude towards how you're going to let these people affect you. Yeah, you're taking control of your emotions, which for us water signs is incredibly difficult. I get that, Cancer. But this is going to be so good for you. And here you are as the Magician. What do we have? The Judgment Call in reverse and the Eight of Swords in reverse. Complete reverse to what you have been living for goodness knows how long. You are going to be so powerful, so in control, not just with your emotions, but also with physical, what you do, right? And your money and your abundance that's coming in. It's a release from self-imposed restrictions, yeah? This is you when somebody's there talking behind your back, or you found out from somebody else been gossiping about you or whatever. You used to let that affect you. Not anymore. You are the Magician, and if you no longer wish for those people to be there, you're going to break your karmic ties with them. And you know what? You've known it all along, you've just not had the strength to do it. You've just not had that thought that, because they come across as vulnerable people, that they need you, or that. But the veil with this high priestess, it has been lifted, and you've come to know that these people, they don't serve you a purpose anymore, and you don't care. And that's what's happening for you in July. From your birthday onwards, from the first week of July, you are not going to care anymore. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it, Cancer, because for the longest time you've cared, and all it's done is bring you down. You're building yourself back up again. That's what your read was about this month. Okay. Just for you, Cancer. The angel answers. I want you to either pause the video for a second, or just in your mind's eye, think of a question that you need answered. And the angels are here. I'm just going to give them a quick shuffle for Cancer, for July. And Cancer, make sure you've got your question ready. And then I want you to pick card 1, 2, or 3. Okay, here goes. Mind, body, and soul. For Cancer, 3 cards, please. One, 2, and 3. I want you to focus on these 3, right? Let me just put them here. And I want you to pick one. Think of your question, focus on your question, and then pick one. So, if you picked 1, meditation brings the answer. If you picked 2, your answer is peaceful resolution. Okay? And card 3 is within the next few weeks. Okay, Cancer, that was your reading for July. Once again, happy birthday, my friends. Hope you guys have an amazing time. It looks like you're about to. Okay, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.